Little Maui's having trouble with his look.
You little semi-demi mini-god.
Ow.
Ow.
What a terrible performance.
Catch the hook. Get it?
Get it?
Anyway.
What a great song.
Well, Moana to get us started.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? My name's John.
And I'm Kendra.
Welcome to another edition of
Ringside.
Yeah.
If you
Don't
can't,
clip that. Don't clip that, y'all.
Don't clip that.
My face. What my face is doing there.
Our face was doing a lot of things in the last episode. If you didn't catch it, we did a last one laughing inspired try not to laugh or smile episode of Ringside. So,
and we can laugh and smile this whole episode.
But this episode we're unencumbered. We can laugh, we can smile, and we have absolutely no notes to go off of.
And a little, I think do we want to peel the curtain back just a little bit?
Let's part the curtain a little bit.
So, we do frequently get busy a lot, and like especially me, like I get very, very busy in my day-to-day like professional work life. So sometimes that do be getting in the way of like recording consistently.
Mm-hmm.
But also sometimes like we just want to go do shit, like hang out with family or friends, take a trip to Disney, like just things.
Just little things.
Just, some things to get into. But we sort of had a little impromptu what's the like a strategy, like a strategic, like a strategizing meeting.
We had a team meeting, but we're a team of two, so it's just us.
So we were like, well, we got to get back into the habit of like actually like consistently doing 2 episodes. And so we sort of came to the agreement that like, okay, because half the time our episodes are, even when we do list things out, they're off the cuff a lot of the times anyway. We're like, why don't we just do 1 episode? If we're going to do 2 episodes a month, how about one of those episodes just be completely off the cuff? No notes, don't prepare anything, and let's just have like a stream of consciousness. Yeah. And now, so that's where we're at, a stream of consciousness.
Right. And I always feel like our conversations that we just have day to day are more entertaining because we're not sitting down and like going through a list of stuff to talk about together. We're just chatting and it naturally just flows to some entertaining places. So why not try to capture that lightning in a bottle and just try to do some things off the dome. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of like laid back, more casual. We should have been doing this in our PJs.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Party.
I feel like
PJ party stream. That could be fun, actually. I can't hear myself very well. Hold on.
Don't worry. I'm hearing us both enough for the both of us.
All right. That didn't help. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway. And that's just what's some of the stuff that's going to happen on the stream of consciousness. Episode.
But
checking the time?
I do think that no, I'm checking my text.
Okay.
I got a text. No, I think in general, especially like I would say like the last year of episodes we've done, we've gotten better about not feeling too trying to sound like we're professionals in a professional setting, talking about things professionally.
Yeah.
I feel like we've sort of found a good medium ground of like, yeah, we do have a list of things to talk about, but I don't know. I feel like I don't think it's too, at least I don't think from what I listen to, it doesn't sound too awkward like we're reading off of a script or anything. So,
well, yeah, we're certainly not doing that. We're not prepared enough to script out, but just like just being able to go wherever God takes us. It's pretty nice.
On this fine Easter weekend.
Spoil it. Not spoil, but to timestamp this. Yes, it is. It's the Saturday before Easter, and everyone was out and about today. I said, let's get an early start. The grocery stores are all closed tomorrow. Sunday is our shopping day. Usually Sunday mornings. We're in a somewhat small-ish town. So usually Sunday mornings, quiet. Everyone's either sleeping or at church. So I'm like, sorry, I just looked, and Bucella's facing the wall, and it's a little bit scary. So usually Sunday morning, we're out doing our grocery shopping. Not a lot of people out, not a lot of people on the interstate. So great. Today, we get out early, like 8:45-ish, 8:30-ish. And I'm looking around, I'm like, the hell are all these people doing out here on this beautiful, 88-degree, sunshiny, beautiful sky day. And yes, maybe some people do go out and like do stuff during the day.
Go to the beach.
They go to the beach and they go fishing and shit. But I'm trying to get to the grocery store, and there are just so many people on the interstate. And then it's because everyone else is doing the same thing we're doing and getting all your stuff you need for tomorrow and for the week before stores are closed. So
Yeah, because Kendra is a heathen, and she didn't grow up understanding that, stores be closing during Easter.
I think when I was young, first of all, I wasn't doing the grocery shopping when I was 10.
Fair enough.
I didn't know. Back then, you had to like write checks and shit. I didn't know I didn't know how to make change, and I still don't. I never learned. But like, it just didn't. And then I swear, this whole stores closed during Easter is a new phenomenon. I don't remember that ever happening.
Well,
in like the last like 10 years.
Get used to it.
I am. Well, today, usually what happens is that Sunday rolls around and I'm like, shit. We were supposed to go grocery shopping today. We have no food and the stores are closed. Today, or this time, we thought ahead and we got it done early.
I'm so
It took turning 30.
Turning 30?
It took turning 30 for me to plan ahead when to get my groceries when the stores are closed.
You are 30, aren't you?
And how old are you, Crypt Keeper?
Well, this isn't about me.
50. Guys, he's 50. Did you know that?
I'm a good-looking 50.
You look great for 50.
I'm a rough 30.
You're a rough 30.
No, yeah, I get why that's an inconvenience, but hey, you know what?
I get why stores are closed. It's just that's the day I do my shopping personally.
You know, I do have a funny little Easter story. We were talking about let's reminisce a little bit.
Okay.
So Easter, I made the comment yesterday because Kendra had forgotten this had happened. I made the comment that Easter just reminds me of the time I got fired from a job.
Yes.
I won't specify any actual names or places or anything like that. I got shortly after I graduated with my BFA, my undergrad. I had picked up a gig at singing at a church not too far from where I lived at the time, and it was for a Christmas service, and it went beautifully. It was wonderful. Made some good money there. So I was invited back to do the Easter services. Now, around this time, I had actually submitted for and was called in to audition for the touring production of Hamilton. There was it was like a nationwide audition process. So one of the stops was in Florida, and I had spent so much time trying to really get this audition down, and then not enough time rehearsing for the job I had.
Yeah.
That I showed up. The audition went well. Never heard anything. I'm still waiting to hear back.
That was years ago.
It's been, it's been almost 10 years.
When was it? 2018?
That would have been around 2019.
Okay. Don't scare me. It's not 10 years. We've got some time.
It's the better half.
Okay.
It's my story, okay?
7 years. Okay.
7 years ago this very day. And so anyway, the day of the service comes, and I'm supposed to be it's two services, one on midnight and then another during Easter morning. So the whole plan was for me to stay at someone else's house. Mm-hmm. They were kind enough to let me take a room there and be prepared to go on for both days. But we get to the evening mass, and when I tell you,
Flop City,
it was Flop City. I justifiably, I mean, and it was the person who ended up firing me. in retrospect, I felt like in the moment, like I was being ripped a new one. But in retrospect, I'm like, man, they did that in such a kind yet firm way.
Mm-hmm.
And they the last thing they told me before the mass started was, I don't think you need to come back tomorrow.
Dang.
And so I did the whatever the big long pieces in the beginning there. And then that was it. That's all I did. Didn't say anything else left.
Were you like stumbling through it?
No, not necessarily, because it was really just kind of everything's one note and you do this like this.
Oh yeah.
And then
I see.
Yeah, so it's like.
So before you
But
even,
there was other music. There's other songs that I was supposed to sing, and I just didn't. I just didn't know them.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even fake my way through it. That's how little I knew it.
So, but before you even went out to do it, he was like, "Oh, you don't know it."
Yeah. So
Okay.
they had,
At least you weren't like in front of everyone, like trying to.
No.
do it.
Yeah. No. And then thankfully I didn't. What would have been really awkward was had I taken all my shit to this person's house before.
Yeah.
Doing the service, but we did the. I had all my stuff in my car, or not in my car, but with me because you dropped me off.
Yeah, I was gonna tell my half of this after you're done.
But hey,
Never.
I'll let you tell your half of the story here.
So, it was me and my mom actually. Before you graduated, you had to sell your car up in where you went to school.
Yeah.
Before, because you, at the time, your home base was with me.
Yeah.
While
I was finishing up.
Hours and hours and hours away. Yeah. So you didn't come back after graduation with your car. And this was, again, like you said, soon after graduation. So you still didn't have a car. So I drove you to this gig. So I drive you there. It's pretty far.
It's about an hour away.
Yeah. And I'm told, drop you off at this time, pick me up tomorrow at this time. And I'm like, all right, so I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm driving back. My mom wants to stop for food. So I'm in the drive-through of a Salem's Gyros. And I get a call from John, and I was like, this is like he's supposed to be performing. And I thought maybe you were just calling me to like update me on how it went or how it's going or whatever. And I answer the phone. It's on speaker because my mom's in the car. And you're like, you have to come get me. I don't mean to laugh at you.
No, it's fun. It's fine now. It's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years.
It's 3 away from 10.
3 years.
It's closer to 10 than it's not.
I'll give you that.
So it's almost 10 years ago.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay. I don't like the snide correction.
Okay. I apologize.
Yeah, you should.
It's just that 10 years ago was 2016.
What?
Not 2019.
Yeah.
It makes it feel, and 2016, 10 years ago, you were still in school.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway.
Vanessa.
Anyway, so I dropped my mom off, and then I immediately go. So I just came back, and then I had to drop my mom off, and then I went to get you.
You turned around and picked me up.
You wouldn't really tell me much over the phone. You were just like, you have to come back. You have to come back and get me. Like I'm not performing tomorrow. Like you have to come back and get me. And you were really bummed in the car, like embarrassed. Yeah. But.
And I do think it's an important distinction. I was there even now, even till this day, it was never any point where I was like, I was upset. I was upset with myself.
Yeah, you knew immediately, like,
right.
That was on me.
And I even now, I'll tell the story to like students and stuff too. I won't go into all that detail, but I do often tell like students of mine, like, I've been fired from a job for being unprepared, and I'm ultimately happy it happened because it's only ever happened the one time.
Mm-hmm.
From then on, I knew better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was very early on in my professional career, but it happened on happened on Easter.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was Easter. I just remembered it was like you were performing at a church.
Yeah, never got invited back to that gig.
Well,
Yeah, and I mean, hey, I don't blame him, um, but yeah, it was so anytime Easter rolls around, it's just a nice little reminder from the Lord that, you know, not to do that again.
yeah.
That was funny though. It's funny now.
It is funny now. And yeah, you did learn a very valuable lesson out of it. But yeah, I was driving around a lot that day. Oh,
Would you stop?
I kicked a bag.
Yeah, you kicked it into me.
Sorry. Why is it there? Hey, can you guys hear this?
You're scaring Busolo.
Busolo wants to find out where the bag is because Busolo wants to get inside the bag and eat the bag. That's what he likes to do. And he threw up a bunch today because I think he was eating plastic.
Yeah. I didn't think we had to tell that part. But...
Just so you guys know, so you're aware. Stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a parent who's right on the cusp of like Boomer and Gen X who navigate their navigation system of preference is Waze, and they play it like a video game as they're going 80 miles an hour in a 2-ton car down the interstate? Does anyone else have that experience? Because I love my mom so much, but driving in a car with her, I feel like she's only half paying attention to the road and half paying attention to Waze. And it's one thing to be like, oh, there's a car pulled over. And also there's other people like in the car with her. And instead of being like, hey, can you like tell Waze that there's someone stopped on the side of the road? Instead, she's just like fully turns her head away from the road. Beep, boop, beep, boop. What the hell is that? And also, mid-driving somewhere, she keeps checking the routes. She's like, oh, maybe there's a different route. We're in it. We're driving there now. We're not in traffic. We're going 80 miles an hour. And you're looking for the alternate routes? Girl, just go where it tells you. Does anyone else have that? It's been something that I've been dealing with lately.
No, my mom does not like to drive.
Yeah.
And you know, some of it's justified.
Driving can be very scary.
Here's my thing. And Kendra, I need you to not say anything.
Okay.
I don't like driving other people around. I feel like so I'm a performer, right? I'm a performer. No, but I get nervous when other people are in the car with me. Mm-hmm. So I don't like driving them around.
Yeah.
I swear, and obviously everyone is going to say this, but I genuinely feel like when I'm in the car by myself, I'm a much better driver. And but that's the thing, is that there's no one there to back me up on that.
Yeah, there's no proof of that.
Except there's my license does say safe driver.
Oh my God. He says this all the time. Every time I'm like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. He's like, but my license says I'm a safe driver. Yeah. Girl, that doesn't mean shit.
So anyway, so I sort of get that. I get not liking driving, especially if you have to drive people around all the time. I mean, I don't mind driving if I'm driving myself.
One time I was following behind you, and we were coming up to our turn to get into our neighborhood. And there was this car in our lane because I was right behind you. And they were going like a little bit slower. I think the speed limit was like 45. They were maybe going 40. But our turn to get into the neighborhood was maybe like a quarter of a mile away. So like you can just deal with it for the little bit of time that you have to be behind this car. I watched you gun it because his Kia Soul has a sport mode that he utilizes frequently. He went around this car, slammed on his brakes, got into the turn lane.
Okay, I didn't slam on my brakes.
He got in front of this car and then like immediately needed to be in the turn lane. And the car kept going straight. So like, what the fuck was that? So when you say things like, I think I'm a better driver when I'm by myself.
Was I by myself though?
Yeah.
No, you were right behind me.
I was behind you. I wasn't in the car. I was
trying to
not
impress
in
you.
the car. What?
I was trying to impress you.
You were trying to impress me?
Yeah, there was a pretty girl driving behind me.
Right, so your way of impressing me is being a bad driver. A
No,
bad, unsafe driver.
A cool driver.
Wasn't cool. Again, Kia Soul. Wouldn't have been cool in any car.
You're saying my car's not cool?
No.
It's ice cold.
And that wasn't cool either. See, and cars really do. A car could tell you a lot about a person.
And what does my car tell me?
You're a fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
That's what
Sport
it tells
mode.
me. You're a safe person and not a safe driver. That's what your Kia Soul tells me. That's
Hamster life, dog.
Anyway, so all this to say, John is a passenger princess all of the time. All the time. Sometimes I drive him around and I feel like I'm like a mom driving my teenager because he's just on his phone doing whatever.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Look at the road and comment and talk to me.
I do. I talk to you all the time in the car.
Sometimes. You're on your phone. I don't know. Sometimes you're asleep driving home from Disney.
Well, fair enough. But okay, so when it comes to when you're driving, especially when we're driving long distances,
okay,
it's not a comment on your actual driving.
No, I'm a great driver.
What it is in terms of talking, why I get on my phone is not because I don't want to talk to you. Is that sometimes I feel like I talk too much, and sometimes I feel like I'm distracting you when you drive.
No, I'm. Again, such a good driver. Oh my God, knock on wood. Nope, this is magical thinking. Nope, this is my OCD. I'm fine. What I say does not affect what happens in the future. And you can't make me think that, brain. But anyway, I don't get easily distracted like that when I'm driving. Unless you're like telling me like, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this on my phone.
Right.
Which you don't ever do because why would you? But no, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just always chalked it up to like a difference in how we were raised. Because I think something that my mom kind of instilled in us, either intentionally or unintentionally, because we would drive a lot for like, my sister did soccer. So we would drive a lot for soccer tournaments and stuff like that. And her thing was always like, if I have to be like awake and paying attention, like, I need you guys to be awake and paying attention with me and, like, interact with me. I mean, back then we didn't really have phones to just, like, be on. And, of course, if we were, like, doing road trips and stuff, she wouldn't mind if we were napping in the backseat or whatever. But I don't know. She just made it feel like if I'm here and I can't look on my phone, if I can't, like, watch something, I need you all to be on the same page with
Interesting.
me.
Yeah, no, I think my mom would also get distracted if we would say too much, do too much.
Yeah.
But also, she had 2 boys with her at all time, me and my brother.
Yeah, and you guys, I presume, were quite annoying. See, my mom was driving around a bus full of daycare kids. My mom did daycare out of our house until I was 10. So she had like 12 kids in the car at one time. So I think she tuned it out.
It's not a competition here, but
It's not a competition. I'm just saying, I think maybe she tuned it out after, so now she doesn't get as easily distracted. She's distracted by ways, not by what we're talking about.
Speaking of your mom and children, so, hey, y'all, you might remember we took a little trip to the to the Renaissance Fair recently.
Yes.
And it was fun. It was a fun time. We were struggling with the pollen. It was very bad this time around.
Sorry, never mind.
So we're, one of the big things to do is go to see the jousting, right? So we get ready. We're seated. We're sat. We managed to get good seats right there in the front. Mm-hmm. And the closer to the actual jousting match, it starts getting really, really crowded because people want to come see the jousting. Mm-hmm. So there's, a bunch of people, a bunch of families around us, and then there's these 2 little kids that keep getting up close to the gate where they're not supposed to be, and their parents are like, no.
Yeah, like come back.
And then one of the kids is like he's a small, tiny little child. He's trying to find somewhere to like see the jousting match.
Yeah.
So Kendra and I are watching, and then all of a sudden I look over to my right. And I see Kendra's mom, and she has some child in her lap.
Some random kids in my mom's lap. She's holding him, and I believe talking to him.
Yeah.
About the joust. And I was like, where the fuck did you find this kid?
Like, Connie, And she later tells us, she was like, the kid kept trying to like see the match and couldn't see. So she just asked his mom,
Yeah.
do you mind if he sits on my lap? I was like, thank God they were all okay with it. Cause I'm like, and he was a little well-behaved kid. Like
he was really well-behaved. And I think his mom was like, as long as he wants to, then that's fine.
Right.
And the kid got up on her lap and was there for quite some time. And I'm like, what the hell? I think you and my mom share this like energy where kids know like you're a safe person.
Yeah.
Kids like I love my mom, and my mom loves kids because she did daycare for so long.
Yeah. The kiddos love me too.
And the kiddos love you too, and they can sense it. I think in me they sense fear.
That
I'm afraid
you're
of them.
feared. Yeah. Feared.
No. It's not that they're scared of me. Yeah. It's that I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
It's like, how, like when you go to like pet some animal and someone's like being real nervous, you're like, don't do that because they can sense that something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you're gonna freak them out. See, I connect more with animals on a level. I mean, look at Keo. Kylo, I was like a snake charmer trying to get him inside of our house. And then I managed to do that over time, months.
Yeah.
Very proud of myself for that. But like kids, no.
Yeah, they love me.
Yeah.
No, my mom, here's the type of parent I have. Is my mom, and I love my mom, don't get me wrong. She can get real petty sometimes. So my mom has a superpower. She calls me, and I love talking to my mom.
Yeah, this is crazy though.
But she happens to call me without fail at the worst possible times. Most of the time, it's while wrestling is on. It's while I'm like, Mom, there's like 2 things I do consistently in a week. On Monday nights and on Friday nights. I watch Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. It's in the names.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'll answer the call anyway.
Yeah, because wrestling is truly not that important.
Right. Exactly. I'll answer the call. But it's become a thing where I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching wrestling. She goes, oh, yeah, it's Friday.
I think she plans it. I think she's playing you.
I think she does it to fuck with me. Petty queen. But sometimes it's also like she'll call me. I'm in a meeting. It's 6 a.m. Like she's truly had some doozies. There was once a few years, and here's the thing: the 6 a.m. one was a few years ago, where like a big medical emergency happened in our family, and I got I was getting calls 2 a.m., 4 a.m. So then one day, she calls me. It's around 6 a.m. And so this isn't too long after that.
Yeah. So your brain goes to the worst place.
And so my brain went to like, oh my God, what's going on? Is everything okay? I shit you not, at 6 a.m. And I wasn't, now I'm up at 6 a.m. all the time. But at that point in time, it was very uncommon. Mm-hmm. And I answered the phone. I'm like, oh my God, hey, what's up? What's wrong? She's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm sleeping. She's like, oh, I'm just at work. I was like, and I was like, Mom, I love you, but I have to go because if I stay on the phone,
you're going to say some
unkind things. She's like, well, I'm awake, so you should have to be awake. I said, I was like, I got to go. And I think I just hung up. But most recently, she calls me when I'm at the gym. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I've learned that my mom, she has somehow managed to retain. I've shared my location with her because we both have iPhones. And I've shared my location with her, and she knows how to check that because she's called me before and like, where are you driving to? Like, okay, weirdo. But anyway, so she calls me. She tries to FaceTime me while I'm at the gym, and I'm literally walking into the locker room.
Can't FaceTime in there.
I can't FaceTime in there. So I decline the call, and I'm texting her back. She FaceTimes again. I decline it, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I can't talk. Or I think I just said, can't talk, what's up, are you okay? Like 2 separate texts. I am annoying and do that. And her response was simply, can't talk. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so, and I called her back a few days later because I'm like, you know what? Now neither of us want to talk to the other. So she was FaceTiming me because she wanted me to talk to a family friend growing up. And I said, Mom, I was like, you see where I'm at. I was like, so I was in the locker room of the gym, and her response to me was, well, it's nothing I haven't seen before.
Other strangers' junk.
I was like, listen,
I'm not even concerned about you and your
No.
modesty. It's everyone else.
right.
Imagine if you just saw someone out of the corner of your eye, you're changing your clothes before the gym, and someone's FaceTiming their mother in the locker room.
I do have something similar. Something like that did happen once, and
What the hell? You need to move gyms.
It wasn't at the gym. It was in the not the locker room, the dressing room of the University of West Florida Performing Arts Center.
Oh, brother.
So we did a production of Music Man, and I was in the barbershop, and there was my director, who I love, I'm still friends with her to this day. She loved casting like kids in shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think back on all the shows I did at UWF,
Yeah.
there were kids in every production.
Yeah.
And this particular production also had teenagers.
I remember this.
To play the teenage roles,
Yes,
right? And I'm like,
I remember this.
all right, cool, whatever. They were in the dressing rooms with us, and there was one kid, bless his heart, he just did not understand or just didn't care about just social, not even just social, like
Just
cues,
being courteous.
but just like just common courtesy.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go ahead and talk to your friends, do it in the hallway.
Yeah.
So they were and keep in mind, we're all adults in here except for these kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you're FaceTiming. Like, even if your back is turned to everyone, there's mirrors everywhere because it's a dressing room.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, I feel like I wasn't as good. I wasn't used to working with students or anything as much at the time. So a friend of mine who had worked with these kids before in like other community theater and whatever, I'd be like, I need you to go talk to them and tell them to like not do that in here. And they got upset about it. They're like, oh, I guess I can't FaceTime you in here because there's a bunch of naked men. It's like,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
What?
I guess that's why.
What a wild thing to like be upset about, you freak.
Kids, especially teenagers, they don't.
Yeah.
They think they know everything.
Yeah. But that was a.
That sounds fun. Fun couple of scenarios. I
Yeah.
think one time I remember it must have happened multiple times in 1 week where I think, or maybe it was just a double whammy where like we had just sat down with our plates of food to eat dinner and maybe wrestling was on or something like that. Or maybe it was like a PLE and your mom called. And I remember you sounded so disappointed because you're just like, the timing is insane.
Like it's every single time. And I'm like, Mom, it's not that I don't want to talk to you, but
Just like maybe.
hey, listen, I think I work hard. I think I do a lot in my life. Like sometimes I just want to chill. Like I don't.
You just want to watch some wrestling
Watch some
uninterrupted.
fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't watch. I'm so far behind on everything else, even shit I really, really enjoy. And I was like, the one constant I keep in my life is watching wrestling.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my coming home and watching the game and like unwinding, right? But
Poor kid.
hey, you know what else is pretty fun that we discovered recently? Well, I discovered, and I put you onto this. So I got a targeted ad here a little bit.
Oh my God. I know what you're going to talk about.
I got a targeted ad a little bit. It was from Hot Topic.
An extremely targeted ad.
And
it hit its target.
I didn't. It did. They did hit their target. I'm not gonna lie. And because I'm still thinking about buying it. I got an ad for a body spray. But it's not just any body spray.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a Shadow the Hedgehog body spray called Chaos Mist. And I had to sit down and like. We had to think about this a little bit because truly, I think it's fantastic.
The concept of it, I'm not upset about. It's just some, because we did look at the reviews,
And I am going to pull them up.
right, to see what people were saying. And it was more of the notes, the scent notes, I think, where I started to have an issue.
So a couple of things here. First off, I think it's fucking hilarious that there's licensed character fragrances.
Yeah, because there's more than just the one.
Yeah, and we're gonna focus on this Shadow the Hedgehog one for a little bit. But here, remember, it's called Chaos Mist. And this is the product details. Okay, it says, "Ever wonder what the ultimate life form smells like? Spritz yourself with Sonic the Hedgehog body spray inspired by Shadow. Fragrance notes: lemon,
Right.
vetiver grass, grapefruit, orange blossom, bitter orange peel, musk, pine, vanilla, and amber."
It's just to me that that dog doesn't hunt. Those things, some of those things don't scream Shadow.
Yeah, so
me.
I think there's a new review on here. It's been reviewed another time since we last checked.
We checked last night too, so that's crazy.
So there's 4 reviews, and it's got an overall 4.5 out of 5 star rating.
Not bad.
Not bad. So I think I'm just going to go through these.
Sure.
So the first, and actually, let me go to the bottom. Let me go with the oldest to newest, I assume. So this first review was 7 days ago. 3 stars. Titled, "Shadow smells like a grocery bag of lemons. The citrus smells kind of overpower every other fragrance note listed."
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I think there's 3 or 4 different
citruses
in there. So you have lemon, grapefruit, orange blossom, bitter orange. Orange blossom's a flower, right?
Yes.
Okay, so bitter orange peel. So at least, okay, so there's 3. There's 3 different citruses in there. Also, not very strong or long-lasting. If you have a collection of Bath & Body Works body mists, this does hilariously blend in with them, though. So it's a good novelty for that. It's a really cool, like, it's very 2000s aesthetic, like, bottle. So it's a good novelty for that. I don't regret getting it, but I do wish it was a little more thought out. Excuse me. I'm still not sure what this smell has to do with Shadow at all. You're going to notice a theme with these reviews.
Yes.
And with our personal bias. Here's a second review, 6 days ago. 5 stars. Better than expected. Smells good, and the smell lingers for a good while. We're contradicting the last. So I guess it's subjective. The bottle itself looks cool in person, and the cap has a rubber shadow. I was expecting a sticker or a print. Will be purchasing another as a birthday gift to another Shadow fan. So this Shadow fan is excited about it and has a good experience with it.
Has other Shadow friends.
Yeah. And I'm like, I need y'all to be my friends.
I know,
I need
right?
a friend who will gift me this. Another 5-star review here titled, "Pretty decent smell." This is a day ago. I can't say it's evocative of Shadow the Hedgehog, but it's fairly nice smelling. The spray nozzle is also a large coverage cologne / perfume nozzle, as opposed to the type used in most body spray bottles. So you think of like Axe or Bod or Old Spice. So you're not forced to spray an absurd amount just to get your whole body covered. So it's more like an actual and they recommend the product in its 5-star review. Now here's the newest review. I haven't read this one yet. It's another 5-star review.
Oh.
Great as a cologne. I really love the smell of this. I wasn't expecting a cologne-like smell. If you're a Shadow the Hedgehog fan, you definitely need to get this. Even though there is no lavender or coffee scent, this still smells like Shadow the Hedgehog.
And my question to that is, how do you know?
How do you know? How do we know?
How do any of us know?
Now, here's my question: is do we want to smell like Shadow the Hedgehog, or do we want something that gives us the vibe, the essence of Shadow the Hedgehog?
Personally, I do not want to smell like Shadow the Hedgehog. He's a hedgehog, and they can't smell good. They can't smell good.
He's running all the time.
He's running all the time. He's sweating if they can do that.
He's like shooting guns and shit.
Shooting guns and shit.
Riding on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Shadow's, he's pretty fucking cool.
He's cool. Well, hey, listen, no one said he wasn't cool. I just said I don't want to smell like him. Like a sweaty, dirty hedgehog.
But let's think about, that does sound like a lot of citrus for a Shadow the Hedgehog fragrance.
Way too much citrus. And I do think some of the notes, like the musk, I think we could keep if we were doing, again, and their version says inspired by. If we do one inspired by Shadow the Hedgehog, I was thinking more like wood, oak, that kind of smell. Deep, spicy scents.
Thinking like peppery. Yeah, I think oak. Yeah, I think a nice smokiness.
Oaky, smokiness, like tobacco is a common fragrance note. I think all of that would better suit a.
And I even think with those things, keeping the vanilla, keeping the musk.
Keeping the vanilla, so it's a little sweet. The musk, so it's
and
a
I
little.
think even if you're gonna add a citrus, because it's called Chaos, in the Chaos Emerald is green. I think maybe replace all of that citrus. If you're gonna do anything, maybe put in a little lime.
No citrus.
No, I think just citrus. A little. I think a dollop of daisy, right? Just a little, maybe just the lime rind or something, like the lime skin, like lime peel.
Maybe something like uzu. Is that's like that yellow?
I'm trying to fit in with the green of the Chaos Emerald.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay in theme with Shadow the Hedgehog.
With Shadow the Hedgehog. What color is Shadow? Isn't he red?
He's like black and red and like, yeah.
Okay, blood. Yes.
I guess maybe that's where the grapefruit fits in. You know, like, but here's the thing, they're sacrificing the essence of the smell for the
literal
color palette.
That's my thing. I'm like, I don't think it so much needs to be, we don't need to like match the Chaos Emerald with something in there. It's just the smell has to be true to what we know about Shadow.
Now, I think pine is interesting. I don't hate it.
Pine is interesting, yeah. Pine, I think, it kind of is along that woody scent that I think is fine.
But I also think pine would actually fit a Sonic more.
Okay. Sonic maybe would be like pine, or maybe like more ocean scents, like...
Because he's running all over the place.
He's on the land and sea, famously.
Yeah.
Can he run across water? Can Sonic run on water like Jesus Christ of Nazareth?
I want this twink obliterated. I don't know.
I feel like he could if he tried hard enough. Anyway, we're getting into the weeds.
Now, here's another thing to think about. If we were to do a Sonic the Hedgehog fragrance,
okay,
we have to take into consideration a few things. We can go a couple different routes here. Again, we're going with the essence of the character, right? Or just inspired by. What's Sonic's favorite food?
We're not going to do that.
Go with me here.
I don't
What's
want
Sonic's
to.
favorite food?
It's like chili dogs.
Chili dogs. So I'm not, obviously we don't want him walking around smelling like a hot dog, right? But
what are you getting at?
No. Just I think maybe a little cayenne in there. I think maybe
what
just
does
a little
cayenne smell like?
It's like spicy.
I don't think cayenne has a scent.
You put it in a jar of alcohol.
You put enough in it, it's gonna have a scent.
But it'll still give you those. I don't know. I think you still get notes from it. You get like an experience.
I don't know.
Just something.
Maybe there's cayenne in the spray. It hits you. It hurts. It hits you. It hits your skin. It hurts. Burns your skin. Cayenne. I don't know. I'm going more.
But you get what I'm saying though.
I'm going. Yeah, I do. I do understand what you're saying there. I thought you were gonna say the. Do you remember Stitch's Great Escape when he had that chili dog burp?
God.
That's what I thought you did. Can still. It's been. I think that ride closed 25 years ago. I still remember what his chili dog burp smelled like, and I feared that's where you were going.
No.
Sonic needs to be like. I'm thinking like cool, crisp, like moody linen, ocean, rain, petrichor kind of scents. And then I think if we wanted to reuse some of those citrus notes, Tails.
Yeah.
Tails is like bright and happy and yellow and orange.
Now, I would be down to get a shadow, like a nice shadow cologne, but I think another runner-up would be Knuckles. I feel like Knuckles would have a good
Knuckles,
smelling.
Yeah. What would Knuckles be?
I think we might get a little lavender.
Why do you think that?
You know why I think that?
I think it'll smell like cocoa butter and lavender and...
I think, well, maybe some pineapple. Bergamot.
Bergamot. That's a good one.
Thinking of what's in my cologne right now.
Bergamot. We can maybe reuse some of those vanilla and musk scents. I think that's always a good base. I think that would smell good.
Yeah.
Whatever Omas smells like, I think that's what Knuckles should smell like.
Yeah. And why?
They're both black. And I know Omas smells good. I know he smells good.
But yeah, I do love the idea of like...
I could do this for hours. Just go through.
Well, here's the thing. They have other...
Yeah, what other characters do they have?
So let's look. So not a lot of them are most of them are not from the same anything.
That's fine.
So I won't go through all of them.
Okay.
But I will go through some of them. Should I just keep it to body sprays or like whatever kind of fragrance they have?
They have more than just body sprays?
So they do have a Princess and the Frog Tiana body spray.
Oh, so did Bath and Body Works, actually. They did a Disney princess line.
I wonder if this is the same. This might be the same stuff.
Might be.
So
what would Tiana be? I think Tiana's should be more of that like sweet vanilla type of scent. Something that's like cozy and warm.
Now, this is a little disappointing. All it says is comes with a fresh white gardenia scent.
Floral.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate floral scents.
So that's all it says.
All right. That's just because she's a girl. We don't want to look into her backstory and her passions. She loves to bake, and we don't want to incorporate that.
We don't have like vanilla, cinnamon. Like
cinnamon would be good.
That'd be good.
There's so much you could do.
Yeah.
Pond water, if you wanted to go more towards that. Dirt, mud, poop. If you wanted.
So they have a Tiana like princess, and then they have a Tiana frog.
Yeah. That's actually really
They have a supernatural perfume. It's called Angels and Demons.
I know that smells like shit. It has to.
Its fragrance notes are jasmine, rose, plum, woods, vanilla, and amber.
You know what? Okay,
That's not bad.
It does give like supernatural, like the aesthetic. That's kind of. It also reminds me of like maybe Vampire Diaries, True Blood, Twilight. Like those all kind of.
I fear I found one for you.
Hit me with this.
Bella and Edward perfume.
Hit me with the scent notes.
And it looks like a book.
Is it? It's Bella and Edward, or do they two
Bella
separate
and
ones?
Edward.
Okay.
Well, let's find out. Hang on. Yeah. Sorry. Edward and Bella.
Okay.
But it's just
Edward
one.
and Bella. Wow. I feel like
and if it's Bella, you know it's going to smell like shit.
Because Bella stinks ass bad. I think it would be like, oh man, there's a lot you could do.
This is also kind of
disappointing. Is it also floral?
No, well, a little.
Is it more manly?
Comes with top notes of lavender and freesia.
Okay.
Freesia? With secondary notes of sugar.
Huh.
Yeah, not good.
We could have leaned into the apple, the iconic apple on the cover of the first book. We could have gone that way. We could have gone
blood orange.
Oh my God. Yeah, blood orange and apple. We could have gone Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Rainy, water, sad. We could have gone stone, whatever that smells like. Dust, dirt, more Edward smells. Or booty and ass, smelling like Bella. So many missed opportunities.
They have a bluey body spray.
This better be all blue things.
It just better be dog.
It's dog.
Like wet dog.
Wet dog. That's what my deodorant smells like, famously.
A playful A playful fruit scent with notes
Okay.
of red berries and pomegranate.
Pomegranate would have been good for Edward and Bella,
Yeah.
but so red for Bluey, right?
Now, this is interesting. They have a Powerpuff Girls before bedtime body spray.
Ew.
So I think this is for kids. I would hope.
Can I guess?
Sure.
It's gonna be calming stuff like lavender, maybe like linen.
That would make too much sense. It just gives me one.
Okay.
Cucumber melon. Not a bad smell, but if there was buttercup, maybe.
That's
She's
what everyone
green?
smelled like in middle school. Because I think there was a cucumber lemon like famous Bath and Body Works spray.
Now, this is one you'll like. They have Disney's Tangled Rapunzel
Okay.
body spray.
Hair.
And
Smells like scalp.
it's sweet lavender and vanilla.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
But her shit was very purple.
I think it's fascinating that the most dynamic smelling one they seem to have
Shadow.
is Shadow the Hedgehog.
I know. It's more than just the two notes.
You know what it is? It's because the fucking people. Hey, listen, I say this with all the love in my heart. The people who are likely to buy this stuff, a Shadow the Hedgehog body spray, they have to frequent Comic Cons. And
I
they
see.
said, we need something a little stronger
We need something
that's gonna
gonna power through.
it's gonna power through.
Yeah.
Because if at least it's bad enough if we're not wearing deodorant, but like if you guys are at least wearing this, it might help everybody out just a little bit.
It's almost like an act of service to provide the sonic body spray,
And I'm into it.
and I'm into it.
You know?
Not everyone that goes to conventions is stinky smelly.
No, but a lot of stinky, smelly people.
I wonder
go to
why.
conventions.
What's up with that? How
don't
did
know.
we get there?
I don't know, because even at some wrestling events we've gone to,
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
there have been people that I'm like, you guys, we can't in a 2026 world.
Yeah. I
You
wonder if
can't
it's just
be
like
walking around smelling like that.
forgetfulness. Like sometimes because I don't ever leave the house, I just forget that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that.
No, some of these
What's
people
that?
are way too old for that.
I've got to get this sorted out. Anyone know any good Botox places? Even when I relax, it's still there. I have a dip in my forehead. Have you noticed that?
No, but I'm all for the idea of let's get into the character fragrance game. But if we're gonna do it,
We got to do it right.
we need to actually lean into the novelty and like incorporate what they actually would smell like, or give it a little more like make it a little more not elevated, but like
I know what you mean.
you know, it just
Don't play it for a gimmick. Do it legitimately.
right.
Put it in nice fancy bottles. Either way, I'm going to need you to show your work.
Right.
If you want to put whatever the fuck you're putting into anything, you have to justify that choice instead of it just being like, oh, well, the distributor gave me these smells and I just kind of picked what I thought would go with who the best. Like, I
Right.
need you to show your work and tell me why you put grapefruit or whatever in the Bluey smell. Like, point me to the episode where Bluey
Right.
eats a grapefruit. You
Now,
know what I mean?
I'm someone who I do love a good cologne. Like I love
Yeah.
a nice cologne. I'm also you can clearly look behind me. I'm also someone who is a fan of many things. You know how they do like those collaborations like Pokemon with Puma, you know, or you know, stuff like that. If I'm just saying if you did a Marvel Mont Blanc collection,
John's fucking there.
I'm there.
You could do some really cool bottles too.
Yeah, if you
that.
did like a Sega, you know, and even something that's not like super super high end like that. Like who was it Abercrombie that does a lot of fragrances?
Yeah, like all those stores.
Yeah, so like
do.
if like Sega and you know Abercrombie did something together.
Yeah, or like
you know,
and like even Target has
Yeah.
their own brands now that are like pretty popular. So that'd be even easier.
So I think there's a way we can, because you know, we almost went a full episode without talking about him, but apparently, The Rock's freaking skincare hair care brand, that Papa Tui, apparently it sells really well, and more men are doing or at least purchasing more skincare and hair care items.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. I'm saying we lean into the capitalistic nature of it. If we got to convince more dudes and more bros to smell good, take care of themselves a little bit. Listen, you slap Sonic the Hedgehog on it.
Yeah.
You slap Vegeta on something.
And if you put it in a nice quality bottle that'll last for a while, you're not just selling a perfume or cologne, you're selling a collectible.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I mean, you can see my perfume bottles here. I don't necessarily have these out to like display. They're just there so I can grab them easily. But a lot of people buy perfume and cologne just to display it. Like they very rarely use it. So I think there's definitely a market there for branded fragrances.
And I'm just saying, if we're branding everything else,
we just got to do it right.
A little thought into it.
Chili dog cheese chili dog burp. Ode de cheese chili dog burp.
It's a chili cheese dog, first of all.
Chili cheese dog.
You're like that fucking guy. He kept saying turf and surf.
Turf and surf. Oh, we've been loving Company Retreat.
Jury
Duty presents Company Retreat. We've got one more episode.
Yeah.
Very excited. We'll probably go watch that now, actually.
Yeah. Anywho, I think that's a good stopping point for this stream of consciousness.
We could keep going and going and going, brother.
And that's the whole point of it, right?
Energizer Bunny.
But hey, thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Ringside. We hope you enjoyed this sort of new format. That I think this was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun. I mean, you could probably tell from our outfits if you watched last week's and this week's. We're filming these on the same day, which we've never done before. So if it's like the vibes are real off for this second video, hey, just let us know. But I don't know. I think it's fun to have.
I caffeinated up, so
yeah, I didn't, and maybe that's my error. But it's fun to just like go and we have to just talk to find our way into good subjects and not have like such a strict itinerary of what we need to talk about. So yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. So if you're not already, please follow us on all the various social medias. That way you can keep up to date with whatever we've got going on. That includes following us on Twitch and TikTok. That's where we predominantly do our live streams. We have one coming up in just a couple. Well, no. We have...
This week?
This week? No, we'll have just done one. Well, we'll have just done our live streams are.
Yeah, because if this one's going out this day, and this is WrestleMania.
Yes. Okay. So
coming up this weekend.
We do have our pre-per-view live stream. It's our WWE centric live stream. We're gonna be talking about WrestleMania 42. And hey, it was crazy this week when The Rock and
came back.
The ghost of Hulk Hogan had a promo off, and Hulk Hogan was like, "I'm back to crank your knob," or whatever he said in that other clip I played by accident. Well, it wasn't by accident.
You played it like 3 fucking times too, is what really got me. Yeah, my favorite part of this past week of wrestling was when John Cena unretired and announced that he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania with AJ Styles. Crazy. Can't trust anybody these days. Anyway.
These hoes ain't loyal.
We also have our theme park centric live stream called Perez in the Parks, where we talk all things theme parks, mostly Disney. Sometimes we pepper in the other ones. Sometimes we film vlogs for themed entertainment, like we did for last year's Ren Fair. And sometimes we go live from the parks. So make sure you're following us on TikTok to see more Perez in the Parks content.
Yeah.
Well, I guess follow us everywhere to see more Perez in the Park content if you're interested.
Hell yeah. And if you like this episode or any other episode, please like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, rate,
whatever,
download, whatever the fuck people
whatever
are
else
doing
you have to do these days.
We'd like to make more of them, and we'd like to, so just help us out on that front. All right, cool. That about does it for me.
Same.
Zip it up and zip it out.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace.